I'm gonna add Nick to the call.
Oh, cool.
And then maybe we can figure out how to get off of Tatooine. um, okay. So yeah, I don't know.
So are we stuck here, or are we just discussing characters?
Yeah. I don't know
think
what to do for that village of just locked doors, and I hate that land speeder noise. It's the worst thing ever.
I'm glad I can hear it.
You are so good. You can't hear it. I don't even know if chat can hear it because I might have turned it down. But you're all lucky you can't hear that.
Yoda,
when I was into it earlier.
These stories mine are.
Yeah,
I
get
dream I
the
was
Yoda.
doing. Yes?
Who let Yoda on the call?
He just hopped up and pressed a button and now he's in.
Yoda.
What a mischievous
Yoda.
guy. Who is he?
Yoda, can you give the phone to Nick? Is Nick around?
No, my phone.
God, he's so capricious. He's just a man. Leader of the Jedi Order, my foot. What is he doing?
My phone, or I will stream with you not.
This is so good.
Oh wait, hang on. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Yoda, how do we get off Tatooine? How do we do that? I think Yoda's stumped.
I think Yoda just doesn't want to tell us.
Die.
I'm sorry,
your
die?
uncle must die.
I'm sorry, Yoda. What's it that you were saying must die?
KF Trendy helped me out again. Thank you. Thank goodness they're in the chat.
All right, I put Yoda to bed. He's gonna.
That
take
sounds
a
like
nap.
did you kill him?
No.
Like, did you put him to bed like permanently?
Oh yeah.
No. He's just taking a little old alien guy nap.
You're saying that he's not sleeping with
Right.
the sharks.
He's getting a little. No, he was getting a little cranky. He just.
Space sharks.
Everybody gets like that when they're tired, or hungry.
Yeah.
Or 900 years old.
I think that's the
Or yeah. Or green and wrinkly.
I think that was part of the problem with Darth Maul as well, which is just nobody. He didn't have enough time to rest, and he didn't have enough time to eat some food.
Yeah. He'd been out there floating around like eating only like space rations.
Yeah, and they just can't be nice.
They're all carbs. There's no protein in them.
Yes.
But I mean, yeah. It lets
And
him
they-
build.
you know-
I mean, it helps him with muscle mass, but it only goes so far.
Yeah. Like it's just big bursts of energy, but then it's just wiped out really fast.
Yeah, and then that's why he's so cranky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's constantly crashing on space rations.
Nick, look at the space beanbag.
Space
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah. Oh, are
It's
you?
It looks like a space pear. You just killed that pear.
It was hurting me.
Wait, that thing was alive?
I think it's a droid
I think
of
it's
some
a droid.
kind.
Yeah, I think it's a mouse. I think it's a mouse droid.
But it doesn't do a very good job of portraying that.
It totally
it's
looks
a
like it
pear.
has a stem.
Yeah.
Because it's so big, mouse droids are like the size of a boot.
Yeah.
What do mouse droids do?
They kind of bumble around, look cute.
Yeah. Basically.
Oh, they're not hostile.
No.
No, unless you're in this game.
Yeah.
Right. In which case, everything is hostile.
Right. Except Jawas and that's it.
Oh. Oh, are we ransacking basically a hospital?
I don't know what this is.
We just keep getting Imperial med packs from everywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Or pizza
No.
pizza boxes. right?
I think because there's a lot of kinds of mouse droids. I think some of them have like munitions and stuff in them, but those circular ones, I don't know what they do because they're
What would
so
they just
small.
try and do? Kneecap you? I'm not sure what they would fire at.
Maybe they've got like a
I think we have to go
they've
back.
got like a little knife that sticks out under their wheels.
And they just ram you. They just run into you. There's a program on British TV for a long time called Robot Wars. Did you ever have it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what Robot Wars is. It's
I love Robot
Wars. It's like the RC thing where they have they build these like
Oh wow! So
they have
hang on.
on them.
When you watched Robot Wars, was it an American program or was it like? Did you have your own version or did you have ours?
I think what it is it's the same organization or at least a similar organization that does does international robot fighting.
So in your Robot Wars, did you have house?
Was ours called? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Did you have the concept of the house robots, like these kind of like legendary robots that the company built? That if contestant robots strayed into their zones, the house robots would just come out and fucking destroy them.
No, I don't. I don't know that at all.
remember.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a thing we had. So they were essentially like elite robots. And one of the robots is kind of what I imagined a mouse droid to look like a villainous mouse droid to look like. She was called Matilda, and she was kind of modeled after a triceratops. And she would pin enemy robots down and like stab them with this massive horn.
I've seen ones like that. That's super cool.
Oh, you
What
know
I
what?
like
Our show was different. Our show was called BattleBots.
Yes.
And Bill Nye was one of the hosts.
I had a little.
No way.
I had a little BattleBot
Seriously?
action figure. Sarah and I both got them for Christmas, and then we just played BattleBots in our living room. It was great.
You
Bill
battle-botted it.
Dwyer was the main
I don't-
host.
was
Yeah, maybe
on,
that's why I don't remember Bill Nye.
It was on like Sci-Fi Channel, right?
Yeah.
That's
Bill Nye was on like he was like the science segments where he would explain stuff about like the
How robots worked.
yeah, basically like how robots worked, or like if some robot did some crazy thing, he'd get in there and explain like how much force it would have taken to bend like that much
Oh right.
Oh,
metal
yeah.
or something like that.
Finally get rid of this breath mask.
What was always a bummer was in BattleBots or whatever the similar thing was that I watched. There was a period where all of the robots became the same sort of thing, which was like a wedge-shaped robot that would just get up underneath the other robot, and they would have a hammer, and they would slam on the other thing with the hammer.
Yeah.
And there was a period of BattleBots where 90% of the robots were this wedge shape because when they first started out they were so
Yeah.
and it just became like who can build the better wedge.
One of the house robots in Robot Wars was called Sergeant Bash, and he was just this humanoid thing on wheels, equipped with just an enormous metal hammer, and he'd just sort of like run up on robots and just smash them on the head over and over again. And it was like really surprisingly effective. Like, you saw the other robots with like saw blades and flamethrowers and stuff, but Sergeant Bash would just come up and just club one of these robots to the point where it just didn't work anymore.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because all that other stuff is super flashy and cool, but like what's gonna
You
do
just need
better
to stop
against
the other robot from working. Yeah.
Yeah, but like what's gonna be more effective, quicker, like a spinning kind of flimsy saw blade that probably isn't operating at full power, or
Yeah.
a robot dropping a hammer on you.
Yeah, and the thing was, like, at first, it looked a bit like it was kind of like a prop hammer. It didn't look like a real hammer. Because usually, when you see things in shows hit each other with hammers, they're usually, like, inflatable. But after a while, you saw that this thing actually had, like, real weight on it.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember in BattleBots, at least the one, I don't know, some people in the chat were saying we actually had both of them.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Maybe they broadcast. Maybe they broadcast the other one. BattleBots was the one that I watched,
Right.
it always seemed like in BattleBots the ones that would win were the ones that just had giant hammers.
Yeah. Just smash the other parts.
I think the little action figure I had a saw. That was the one that I got. I can't remember what
Oh, really?
Sarah's had.
Huh. Yeah. I'm trying to... There was one of them that had a really weird sort of like tri-wheeled structure, so it sort of, no matter which end it flipped on, it was just fine. Like it would
that's
just
cool.
catch itself. Yeah. So that like it could get tipped over by one of the wedges and it would just land on two more wheels and it would just be fine. Our arena as well would explode if people went into like pits in the arena. Fire would come out of the pits
Oh, man.
and set the robots on fire. Yeah, like we meant business. We had a referee in the ring as well, and occasionally robots would just wail on the referee.
Oh, you know, it'd be really
not
cool
What?
if one of them, like if one of them was just a super fast, like RC thing, and the only weapon they had was spraying a super sticky, gross goop onto
that
the other
would be
robot,
really cool.
and then it would slow them down and just outrun them until they couldn't move anymore. That'd be fun.
That would be really good. But then what?
Yeah.
But then you'd need to destroy the other robot, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think
Could you
once
just-
it's in, because once it isn't able to move anymore, then it's inoperable,
Yeah, I
and then
thought.
you win.
Yeah, wasn't the rule that once your robot couldn't fight anymore? And I guess that
Yeah.
would qualify.
What? Just if it was disabled to the point of
Yeah, like a spray cement or something,
I think
or
I've
like
seen-
a
I think I've
like a
actually
goo-
seen
like-
one of those being used. I'm pretty sure I've seen one of those being used.
This hydro spanner looks like the ear thing that doctors use to look in your ears, doesn't it? I don't know.
It does, doesn't it?
I don't know what the scientific word for that is, but
You know, the ear doctor, ear science thing. You know that. You know.
sure. Also, I forget who it was, but somebody asked who all was in here, and now, so I'm Kelsey. Who else
Keith.
is in here?
Hi.
Yeah, Keith.
I'm Jack. Hi there.
Yoda, I am.
Oh, he's up. I thought that
he's
Nick
awake.
killed you.
Oh no. He just came like
Oh,
stumbling.
you're
into the kitchen.
upset that he's awake. I'm happy that he's awake because I thought Nick had murdered him.
Murdered, I am not.
Oh well, that's good. To know.
Strong, I am with the Force.
Yoda, can I ask you a question about the expanded universe?
Hmm?
Wait, Keith,
Yeah.
this is something that I think you've always wanted to be able to interview Yoda.
Yeah, no, it's always been a dream of mine.
Okay.
I actually have a couple really important questions. I have two big questions. Number one, how do you feel about the fact that your character died?
I have one small question.
Oh, yeah, do you want to go first, Jack?
No, you can go first. You know.
Okay.
I don't know
How do you
enough
feel
about
about
Star Wars to
time?
keep this bit going.
Well, answer the
You-
question. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine, Yoda. Come on, you'll be good. You'll nail it.
You'll be fine, Yoda. You'll just.
How do you
don't
feel?
worry.
How do you feel about your own death?
Dead, I am not. Nonsense you are saying.
Perfect. No, great. I'm glad that you're not dead. I'm super thrilled that you're alive. Second, how do you feel about the fact that in the expanded universe, a bunch of Jedi got together and used the Force to throw an entire Sith fleet into deep space? Do you think that's cool, or do you think that's stupid and doesn't make any sense?
Stupid it is, yes. But cool it is also.
Yeah. There you go.
So would you say that you've got a real? Do you like to keep up to date with what's cool and what's not cool in the galaxy?
kids these days.
You're not wrong, Yoda. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. How do you go about delivering talks at venues and things? I mean, I'd have thought that the podium would just be consistently too high for you.
Talk I do not. Podium is stumping in my swamp.
Keith, I didn't understand any of what Master Yoda said there.
Sorry, I think that he said that he doesn't talk. He just sits. The podium is just a stump in his swamp.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
he
can
just
understand.
stands on a stump in his swamp.
Right. Just has a good time of it.
Yeah. Yoda, were you insulted when Mr. Skywalker didn't want to have any of your nice soup that you prepared?
Test it was. Soup was rotten, yes?
It was.
Strong in the Force was Skywalker. Sensed the soup was bad, he did.
Dagobah does not look like it has any appetizing things to make stew out of.
Nick,
sorry?
you're gonna have to give me a Yoda lesson.
Mine
What about the
was.
Mine-
Oh, what about the stew? Dagobah doesn't look like it has anything tasty enough to make a stew out of. Just
really?
like it just looks like a very wet planet, swampy. I don't know.
Humid, very humid.
Yeah.
How do you stay cool in those hot Dagobah days? Even better, how do you stay cool in those hot Dagobah nights?
Small pool I have. Outside of hut.
Oh my god, Yoda's swimming in a little kiddie pool.
It's more of a
like a
bidet,
turtle.
really. Would he float on his back, or would he? I assume he can breathe underwater, so.
I think that he would just do tiny little breaststrokes.
Just paddling around.
Yoda swim good.
It wouldn't be a bad life, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. I think maybe once you're used to the opulence of the Jedi Council, maybe it's a little hard to go to Dagobah for long. But you know what they say about Dagobah? It's good place to vacation, bad place to live. So
Right,
like Florida.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lumberjack Ninja says, Yoda, what are your feelings on Life Day?
Fun it is.
I watched.
What is Life Day?
It's like Star Wars Thanksgiving, basically, I guess. I watched that for the first time this Christmas, and it's an ordeal to sit through the Star Wars holiday special.
That's from the. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Well, you did okay.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
it does look pretty fun, from there's variety shows. It's pretty rough. The Wookiee costumes are not up to the same standard as Chewbacca's costume, which is weird.
Wait, so who is it? Like an official thing?
No, because George Lucas tried to have all copies of it destroyed.
Oh, is that true?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
it's horrendous. It's really a pile of shit.
He said that if he had the choice, he never would have made it. He wishes he could go back and destroy everything.
When somebody tries to have every copy of a thing destroyed, my immediate reaction is to want to see it.
It
really
is an
bad
experience. It's an experience that I would recommend.
Life Day, you ask? Chewbacca, my friend, will speak, yes? What say you, Chewbacca? Oh, yes.
Oh, this is very
Funny
cute.
thing you say.
Oh
Joker you are, Chewie.
Okay, I really can't do that voice anymore.
That's okay. All right, Luke. I know that there's a switch. I know.
Nick, you're gonna have to show me how to do that voice so that I can do it too.
Okay.
A Virtual Spear, that was Nick doing the voice, and it is awesome.
You gotta. So, you start with Hamsar. Like it's really close to Hamsar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born by a cup of coffee.
Shoo.
And then you just sort of rough it up a little bit and make it a little deeper.
Like that?
Yeah. You get it, and then you continue to do it until you do not have a throat anymore. Basically.
Okay. I think the other thing, Nick, I think the thing that you're really nailing about Yoda is that I have no confidence in my ability to keep up his weird fucking dialect.
I screwed it up a bunch just in that all of this.
I didn't
I
notice.
don't know. You just say sentences wrong and people just sort of get it. Like you don't even
Okay.
just mix up the words.
KF Trendy says, "Use the Force, Kelsey." There's a lot of stairs in this one. I need to get over there. Will using the Force
This
help?
place is
Because that'd be sweet.
this place is laid out kind of like the Team Rocket hideout from the first Pokemon games. That's what this is reminding me of.
I turned on Pokemon X for the first time in ages today to download that pretty butterfly.
Ooh.
Pretty Butterfly, what's up?
There's a pretty butterfly.
Yeah,
Nick
Nintendo
abandoned the
Yeah.
stream.
giving away the pretty butterfly in Mystery Gift by the Internet. I think it's like a fancy Virillion, and it looks really pretty. It's like got really
I really
cool,
like
weird
that.
wings. And I turned it on for the first time, and then immediately turned it off, and I keep meaning to go back to it. But I guess it just wasn't. Wasn't one of the days.
No, you weren't into it? You weren't into it?
I like it, but I just wasn't in the mood to play it. I'm very bad at... So, one of the problems with streaming games a lot is that streaming games is an enormous motivation because you're actually, like, in front of people and with people playing the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But it means that when I'm on my own, I'm getting increasingly bad at actually playing games on my own because
Huh, that's interesting.
it feels like there's no point to it, or I can't engage with it in any. And this doesn't work with all games. Like there are some games that still really grab me. I was playing Skyrim earlier; it was really good fun. Skyrim's a good video game. I don't know how many of you have heard of it. It didn't get much press when it was released.
I heard about it, but I never heard anybody give a really solid opinion about it. Like I heard kind of
Okay.
like, oh, it was, you
Yeah.
know, people saying it was quite
So
good,
lots of
but
vacillating.
not that it was.
Yeah. No,
Is
it's
that the one that's
really
like-
really good.
It's like Skyrim. That's the one that's like it's like a 2D game, and it's like you have a spaceship and you put coal in it, you fly around.
No, you're thinking of Starbound. It's the
No, I think you're thinking of
more-
FTL.
FTL. That's the one you're
Yeah,
thinking of.
FTL.
Yeah. No, but Skyrim is basically being eaten by wild animals simulator, right? So you're in this big place. The place is called Skyrim, and you just basically you try and go from one place to another and get eaten by as many wild animals along the way as you can. And the bigger the wild animal, the more points you get from being eaten by it. It's really exciting. It's fun to play.
Oh, this butterfly is pretty. Oh yeah, this is the butterfly that's like. It's if you catch it in the game, it has a different pattern
But this time
for
it's the same
everyone in the
everywhere.
world. What's
This
that?
one's the
Oh,
same
yeah,
that's
this,
awesome. What's the name of it? The name of the butterfly?
Virilian?
Vivian.
Oh, Vivian.
I don't
Okay.
know if you're supposed to make the. It's Vivillon. I don't know if it's supposed to be.
I think it's
Oh,
Vivian.
Vivian. I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Vivian.
I wanted one of these, but I never got one because I kind of like there's so many Star Wars games, Pokemon games that when you go into a new Pokemon game, you kind of have at least half of your party in your head already.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's been so long since I've played one that it's like all brand new to me again.
Okay. Because I'm in this like I play them all, so in my head I'm just like, okay, well I'm going into this. I'll need an Arcanine, and I'll need I'll need an EV evolution, and then I'll need my starter, and then I just feel like it's already half.
I don't think about it as
full.
granularly as that because I'm bad at Pokemon. Instead, what I kind of just do is I'm like, well, I've left the first town, so I'm just going to blunder headfirst into some woods and essentially just get like a shitty cat or something. Like, that's equivalent of a Pokemon. And then I get like 4 different bad animals, and then we just go and wall up a gym leader, and then gradually some of my animals get good, and if they're not good, I get rid of them.
Okay, so you're very much a Gary.
Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know. But when I played as a kid, I had a very small team, and I kind of ignored. I only caught Pokemon if they look pretty. But now I'm older, and I'm less mentally stable and weirder when it comes to being given the opportunity to collect things. I I'm like, okay, have I caught everything in this area? And I'll move on, but I'll be like, I'll try and get everything in this area, which I guess is kind of how the game's supposed to be played, but it's how I never used to play it like that before. And I guess I do still have a core team, and a lot of the Pokemon I catch just go straight to my box. But it's nice to from a kind of like the sort of the weird philosophy of play that I think it's fun to apply to a really ubiquitous game like Pokemon. There's something interesting to me about knowing that I have the whole zoology, as it were, or I'm aiming to get the whole zoology.
Right.
Like I can, if I want to play with this weird Pokemon that I only half remember catching for a bit, I can pull it out of the box and fight a couple of battles with that. And it never works out because I either lose interest or I get bored or I do what I've done and keep forgetting to pick up the 2DS. But it's a fun and interesting goal for me to aim for while I'm playing. I don't know.
Lumberjack Bonanza says Marowak plus Thick Club is a monster. I mean, yeah, they're all monsters. It's short for pocket monster.
Yeah, they're pocket monsters.
Pocket
They're
monster.
pocket monsters. Get out of here.
All right. I'm gonna need your guys' help. Just
Okay.
I cannot figure out. I'll show you where I need to be, and none of the stairwells that I'm taking will make me go there. And I feel like this is kind of what happened last time. And also, this is a maze, and it's terrible.
Also, at the top of the hour, I think Janine is hoping to play some of a mysterious game that she received recently.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
That is going to be worth watching.
Do I know what this
if you
is?
don't know what,
Is this the thing that I know what it is?
yes, if you don't know what the mysterious game is, I recommend not hunting it down. I recommend just waiting and seeing, because it's going to be something. Yeah,
I'm super excited for it. That thing that it is the thing that is my favorite thing.
You know what it is, Keith.
Yeah.
What is Luke? Is Luke wearing the flying suit that he crashed on Dagobah in?
He is.
Yeah, that's his X-Wing pilot suit, which makes sense because he did fly here in an X-Wing.
Yes, from Dagobah.
Oh, right. Okay.
But he's been here for quite a while.
And
he needs to wash those clothes. He's a stinky boy.
We've gone to 2 planets and he's still wearing the same outfit. All right, so
And I bet I bet that suit has astronaut astronaut style bathroom facilities, so he probably needs to empty that thing out multiple. It's probably got multiple tanks filling up on there, and
So we need to get over here to this area with that guy and the beanbag chair and all that. But no, and over there, you know. But none of the stairwells I go in will make me go over there. So this one takes me here, which is not.
Do you can you blow up walls?
No.
What's that thermal detonator do?
That won't. I mean, I can toss this at that guy, and it'll blow him up.
Oh,
but
okay.
It won't blow up walls.
Oh no! Now you just used it.
No,
Sorry.
it's all right. They're not very like. I'd much rather use the blaster. Actually, I don't have a blaster anymore. The lightsabers.
Someone was saying in the chat. I don't know if maybe you did this already, but someone was saying you have to use the force on a switch.
Yep, I did that.
Use the.
I did that. That's
Oh, is
this
that
one? Yep.
what did that do?
It unlocked something somewhere else on the floor.
Oh.
So yeah, this one took me there, which not useful. This one also not useful.
Andrew in the chat says poop suit riot.
We have so much junk. Could we maybe pile the junk? No, I don't know where I'm going with this.
I mean, that would be awesome if we could just pile the junk and climb up over the walls.
Well, I think the wall is floor to ceiling, right?
Yeah, that's probably what it's supposed to be signifying.
Well, he could throw the junk at the wall.
Luke is
or use it.
Luke is basically
Oh,
a
that didn't
space
sound good.
wizard. I don't understand why this is so difficult. I just want to
What
force.
was that
he's
thing?
thinking-
What?
What was that thing that you walked past? That kind of thing sticking out of the ground?
Um.
Oh, it's gone. What?
Oh, that's weird.
Do these steps?
Maybe
I think
it was
these
a- maybe it was a
stairs
weird
bring you back to
artifact.
different places.
It may have been a weird artifact. I don't know. If Janine wants to play, we can totally stop for now. Because I literally, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should stop and look at a guide and then come back.
Yeah. Some other day.
Whenever we're ready to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. So I'm Kelsey. You can find me on Twitter at KelseyR713, and you can find my writing at nerdybutflirty.com. Who was I joined by?
My name is Keith Carber. You can find me on Twitter at something dumb. You can find the Let's Plays that I do at runbutton.net or youtube.com/runbutton. You can also find Snack Friends videos there. Those are fun. And then you can find the streams that I do at twitch.tv/runbutton.
My name is Jack DeHeat. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Not Quite Real. Be sure to check out the last couple of days of our monumental, in the worst possible way, Lifeless Planet stream that's going up on YouTube, which you can get to at streamfriends.tv.
My name is Nick. You can find me at Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. On my YouTube channel is where I play games with my husband. That's it.
All right. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can find us at twitch.tv/streamfriends. And if you're watching live, you can follow us. And you can also find us. Where was I with that? I forgot. Twitch.tv/streamfriends, streamfriends.tv. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Wait!
What?
Yoda, you forget, yes?
Oh, yes. Of course. Yoda.
Yoda, I am. Find me at Hut on Dagobah.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.